This is a product tutorial for Sense, a whole-of-government business intelligence tool that allows government officers to query their databases in natural language. Today's tutorial builds on the previous tutorial by giving you more basic queries that will be frequently used in data analysis work. We will explore how to use maximum and minimum functions, summation, averages, conditional filtering, and even try debugging our very first error. Let's try asking Sense what the age of the oldest male is in our dataset. To answer this question, Sense will use a maximum function in the SQL code. Notice there's no need to ask Sense specifically what the maximum age is. Sense is able to convert natural language into mathematical functions. Snap! We've encountered our first error. Sense seems to have produced no meaningful output for this query. Let's examine the SQL code to see why. Notice the SQL code filters out all male cases using the statement gender equals quote-unquote male. Let's use the distinct value prompt we learned from the previous tutorial to see if this is correct. There you go. The gender values are coded as either capital M or capital F. No wonder Sense failed. Let's try asking Sense to retry its previous query with this knowledge in mind. As you can see, it now succeeds. Next, let's try summation. We can ask Sense to sum the ages of the oldest male and the youngest male in our dataset. Now, because I noticed Sense isn't produced SQL codes for me to vet, I'm also going to remind it to produce the SQL output. The maximum age and the sum of the maximum and minimum ages are both 71. Let's use Sense to investigate further. Let's ask what the age of the youngest male alone is. We see that the younger male is 0 years old, which explains why the sum of both the oldest and youngest male ages is equal to the age of the oldest male. Finally, we can also ask Sense to calculate the average age of COVID-19 cases, but also include a filter condition for those males aged 30 and above. This is a very simple query pattern which you'll be using very often as well. Let's wrap up. In summary, we learned that Sense can be used to explore the maximum and minimum values of a dataset, sum values, and take the average of values. Pitfalls to note include how to always use Sense to verify if data analysis is done properly, to use distinct value functions to debug, and to always generate the SQL code for examination.